explain what I did? Can I kick it? Hold on. Yeah, I got some rings and a range. Can I kick it? Yeah. Don't ask me a thing. How I got her, how I did it. Yeah. Spend the whole half, had a blast. Can I kick it? Even with a sprain. Pain, can I kick it? Just to flex, I went and bought a chain. Can I kick it? Things ain't been the same. Things have changed. Can I kick it? People acting different, so I asked, can I? Before I went live, they ain't know what I was. Ain't no one alive that could do what I does. Wait. Need a light here just to catch my buzz. Need a Sprite here just to catch my cup. Now they don't really talk about us. Now they don't really talk about love. Honestly, they ain't never seen too much. What's love to a guy with a bag? What's heart to a guy with some cash? What's pain to a guy that's mad? Said. What's broke to a guy with a mask? What's both to a guy with a plan? I just wanna kick it, that's all I ask. Like, let me explain what I did. Can I kick it? Hold on. Yeah, I got some rings and a range. Can I kick it? Yeah. Don't ask me a thing. How I got her, how I did it. Yeah. Spend the whole half, had a blast. Can I kick it? Even with a sprain. Pain, can I kick it? Just to flex, I went and bought a chain. Can I kick it? Things ain't been the same. Things have changed. Can I kick it? People acting different, so I asked, can I?
Today, from Bills Stadium in Orchard Park, New York, set to kick off. It's the AFC Wild Card round on EA Sports.
And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
The Bills take over first and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Devin Singletary with his first carry of the game. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. Second and 10 coming up.
No gain on the play.
Well, how about the big guy there showing some agility? He just flowed from his D-tackle position in order to make that play.
I got to shoot this side. Shoot this side. We got three. 56.
Now Allen throwing on second down. Quick slant to Brown.
Allen's pass.
That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. A couple extra tight ends in the formation here as they line up 3rd and 2. They'll try and run for this with Singletary. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. And they have the first down with that gain of 4 yards. Didn't get it by much, but bottom line got the first down. Avoiding that 3 and out. How vital is that on the first drive?
To me, it's like the first round of a boxing match. You know, it may not mean much right then and there, but you'd rather not lose it, right? So you want to go ahead and get it, kind of establish something early, and hope it can carry through.
Allen's throw is complete, and he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 14 yards, and the Bills will get a new set of downs. Now from Colts territory, here's a 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. He's got it complete to Stephon Diggs. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 3 tight ends in the ball game here on 1st and 10.
He's checking.
Allen going to give this one to Singletary. Might have gotten this one down to the 28, and that's all.
Singletary, the ball carrier.
Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Well, it's hard to have vision as a runner and find the hole when there's nothing but defenders in your way. They stacked that one up really well. But give him credit. Instead of trying to bounce it out and turn it into a big play, which might have turned into a big loss, kind of just took his medicine there and took the 1 yard.
And he'll get this one down to about the 27. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. Here comes the 7th play of this opening drive. They've moved it well, but here's 3rd down. A play fake to Singletary, and now it's Allen. The Colts D sticking to their assignments, and that brings up fourth.
They really had a good drive going there, but a nice recovery by the defense these past few downs, able to knock that one away on third down and bring up what I think for the offense, an unexpected fourth down here.
A 44-yard attempt.
And the 12-year veteran knocks it right through. And the Bills' opening drive yields 3. Every possession in the postseason magnified. And look, it's just the opening drive. They didn't get the touchdown they wanted, but at least they got on the board.
They got on the board. They've got their home crowd into it as well. And remember, in the playoffs, the game slows down a little bit, so every point is precious.
And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
On the return, the Colts take over 1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
Rivers going to bring the Colts up 1st and 10, just shy of the 30. Now the first carry from Marlon Mack. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. From the shotgun, it's Rivers. And the Bills are going to get him as he goes down.
Rivers.
2 plays so far, a run and a pass attempt, and both have gone backwards.
Probably not how they drew that up.
Not at all.
Looking for a better play coming up on third. And that sack leaves Rivers and the Colts with a 3rd and long. From the gun, Rivers. And he's taken down. Back at his own 7. Jerry Hughes picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
Brandon, what I remember most about playing with guys who knew how to rush the passer, they would just tell you, just cover people for me just long enough for me to get there. And that's exactly what happened on that play.
That'll be a 41-yard punt, 4 yards there on the return. And the Bills are going to take over in great position here with a 1st and 10. Here's Allen on 1st and 10. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. Brought down, but after we saw a flashy little move, stopped short of the 40.
A 7-yard.
We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn it into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Allen now on 1st down. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. That's good for 28 yards.
Gotta love the catch. I think you gotta love the gloves as well.
Yeah, these one-handed catches, that was great, and they're fun. They become a little more ho-hum, aren't they?
Yeah, they really are, and I know that it sounds like we're taking credit away from the guys, and we don't mean that at all. They really work hard on this one-handed catch thing, but I think the gloves have to be helping in a big way.
And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. It'll go as a loss on the play. Not what you need down here. It's going to be 2nd and goal.
That play was well covered. Just tried to check it down. Unfortunately, we're not able to find any yardage on that one.
Moved back to the 10. They'll try on 2nd and goal here. Here's Singletary. And he'll get about 4 there as he takes it from the 10 down to the 6.
Singletary, the ball carrier.
Defensively, I think they can smell a stop. Ball right around the 5 here, brings up 3rd.
And I think what they've done is they put doubt in the minds of the offensive guys. What do we do? Because now you don't have a go-to play. Either side they pick, throwing it, running it, it won't be easy.
Allen now on 3rd and goal. The quick slant caught. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. From 6 yards away. And the Bills will add on to their lead.
Great field position has to be one of the best friends an offense can have. When you don't have very far to go, you should cash it in with points.
Extra point through the snowflakes, up and good. And the lead grows to 10-0.
Steven Hauschka, the kickoff for Buffalo.
Hauschka now to send this one away following the score. And this carries into the end zone. And Rodgers will hold on to this one, and it'll come out to the 25.
25-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive.
And on the first drive, 3 and out. And I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of a game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves and not let them affect you in a negative way, that's what all the guys are looking for.
On 2nd down, here's a run with Mack. He could muster only a yard there, and they'll be left with a 3rd and very short.
And Oliver made the tackle. A gain of a yard. Brings up 3rd and inches.
They'll try and run for this with Mack. He's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1.
This defense has really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense got to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
To return is Roberts. They'll call it a punt of 44 yards. The return was for 7. And the Bills will take over the football with a 1st and 10.
26-yard
The
line.
Bills going to take over again on offense. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
1st down, and they're going to throw with Allen. Finding Knox there, complete. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the 1st. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They will run with Singletary. And he will be brought down at about the 43 that time.
Singletary, the ball
Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
And not much there at all. Maybe a yard up to the 43.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D linemen to make the play.
The Bills on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. So the shotgun snap to Allen. It's Knox, the tight end, making the catch.
Allen's pass.
And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line.
He wasn't the primary target, but I think it was almost like a check down situation, wasn't it?
Yeah, hoping he can break some tackles, the big tight end, but he couldn't do it.
Yeah, get it to that big frame and hope he can scatter some bodies, unable to get it done.
And Bojorquez on to punt as he gets it away. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Colts will go on offense here, 1st and 10. And now Indianapolis set to take the field. This is their 3rd drive. Right now, maybe not about points, just about getting something. They haven't gotten a first down yet in this game.
It's a mental barrier you don't think about until you go a couple of drives without getting a first down. Then all of a sudden it looms big. It gets harder and harder to actually attain that first down.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Brings up second.
I have a feeling they'll stay committed to running the football, especially on the early downs. They just haven't had a whole lot of success just yet.
On 2nd and 12, Rivers. He's got Jack Doyle. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 12 yards there and a first down.
You don't always expect tight ends to be big in terms of run after the catch, but after that play, he joins a growing band of players that's putting that stereotype right on its ear.
A first down throw here for Rivers. Over the middle here is Hilton. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes and they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air, and sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Working out of the gun, Rivers. A good throw here, finding Pascal. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. His first catch of this wild card game, and it's good for a first down.
Colts.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, Rivers. This will be taken in by Michael Pittman. And they work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. 16 yards to pick up there. The Colts have a first down.
A gain of 16 yards. And the Colts.
2 minutes to play here in this first half of the NFL playoffs. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. A reminder coming up at the half, as we've done all year. We'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. Coach will have the lowdown on what's going on here in this wild card weekend as we begin on the road to Super Bowl 53 in Atlanta. Taken in by the tight end Doyle. Not much there, only a yard. They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9. Again, it's Rivers. Now he's got his target. It's caught for a Colts touchdown.
Complete.
Zach Pascal there to make the grab. And the Colts able to get this back within a touchdown. Aldrich Rosas on for the extra point. And they're back within a field goal. It's 10-7 now. So that drive goes 8 plays, and it culminates in an Indianapolis touchdown. Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards.
1st and 10. At their own 21.
Out comes this offensive unit as they get set to take over here. I guess you could say they're kind of fortunate to be in the position that they're in, able to host as a division champ, because it's really one of the weakest divisions in the NFL.
And there's often the discussion every time, right, that 4th seed, should they actually be hosting? Because sometimes it turns out that division winner has a lesser record than wild card teams that get in, and some people think that'd be a more fair way of doing things. I gotta tell you, I personally like it. The winning a division title, I don't care what the division, how it's ranked, it still means something to me, and I like the fact that they get to host.
I think that that's the reason you have the divisions. If you didn't, just stack them all up and take the best 6 records, but there's a division for a reason. The champion hosts the first round.
And the first rule of thumb in building a team, build a team to win your division. Beat those teams first, then you go from there.
And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Now Allen. And he'll be brought down by the Colts. Justin Houston able to run him down for a loss of 12 that time.
We said it before the game, and I think it's still apparent. If these guys are going to advance in these playoffs, they're going to have to wreak some havoc coming off the edge.
Yeah, wild card round. They told us the wild card could be that defensive pressure. They showed it there. And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it. Allen will look to throw for it on 4th. And they hit him as he throws, as this one's going to go straight down to the turf. Incomplete. The Bills' drive stalls out on 4th down. And the Colts are going to take over with a football. Well, you feel the excitement build on those 4th down plays. Defense has to stay out there, but for the offense, when that thing doesn't work out, such disappointment.
It can absolutely be a deflator, but how about the defensive guys? If they stop you on 4th down, they are absolutely elevated going to their bench.
They're elevated now. Big stop on 4th down. From the 47, it's 2nd and 5. From the gun, Rivers. That's into the hands of Pascal. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. We now proceed to the start of the second half.
7. Stephen Hauschka to kick off for Buffalo.
Both teams try to avoid being one and done in these playoffs as we start the second half of this AFC wildcard game. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26.
Colts take over 1st and 10 at their own 20.
Out come the Colts. They'll have it first here to start quarter number 3. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. Call it a gain of 5 there on the run, but they'll remain a yard or 2 short here with 3rd down coming up. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
On 3rd down, a run by Mack. And down he goes, but the stiff arm utilized effectively there. And helps him move the sticks. Got what they needed there. The drive continues with a 9-yard pickup.
1st down, Colts.
Rivers on 1st down. Throws this one right side to Pascal.
Rivers
5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd.
They'll break the huddle, send 3 receivers left, 1 to the right on 2nd and 5. To throw, Rivers. And nowhere to get away. Rivers is dropped. And Oliver coming right up the gut. Gets in there for a loss of 9. And that sack leaves Rivers and the Colts with a 3rd and long.
3rd and 13.
Rivers under pressure again, and down he goes again. A.J. Epinesa brings him down, and that's a play he's going to remember. The first sack of his NFL career. They were trying to set up that screen, trying to get that screen to formulate. Took too long.
Ends up taking a sack, and that leads you to a couple of other questions. Number 1, why don't you just get rid of the football near the screen guy so that you don't take an interception? But really, the big one, they just took everything away, and he was really kind of flummoxed on that play and ended up taking the sack.
So here's the Bills offense now. They get ready for their first possession of the second half. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they'll look to add to that lead.
Now, how about the boost the defense gave them? Going right out on the field, shutting them down, not giving up any points, and turning the ball back over. They want to do their part now and show them a little respect and some gratitude by scoring some points.
And to get a little more cushion. Now a throw right side taken in here to start this drive. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. Well, you had all halftime to think about what you wanted to do to start the second half. They came out with a big one.
Does that not beg the question? What was happening in the other locker room at halftime? Was that the one play they didn't cover as a possibility? Because they just gave up a big, big gain.
Throwing on first down is Allen. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Stephon Diggs, 37 yards. And the Bills will extend their lead. And a nice job by him to catch the slant and then navigate and break free.
And receivers love slant routes because it gets the ball in their hands so quickly and oftentimes on the move. When they're on the move like that, then they get to use their best asset, which is usually their speed.
And their speed sometimes, like this instance, can take them into the end zone. Rodgers on the return. And he won't quite make it to the 25.
Rodgers on the return. The Colts take over first and 10. At their own.
Here comes the Indianapolis offense now as they get set to take over. They find themselves down 17-7 as they start this drive, first and 10. Here's a throw, complete right side to start things out. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. 3 yards the gain there, second down. Ball at the 26, second and 7. Rivers to throw it. Quick hitter here, it's complete. 9 yards the pickup there, and it's a first down.
In so many ways, throwing the hitch route is actually one of the safer things an offense can do. Get the ball out to the receiver as fast as possible, hope he's got man-to-man coverage, and hope that his athleticism wins on the perimeter.
So from the 36 now, first and 10. Operating from the gun. Rivers, left side, Doyle with it. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, second and 2.
Brings up second and
facing a second and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Out of the gun, here's a give to Mack. Shrugs him off, and he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46.
Marlon Mack, the ball carrier.
Despite the score, despite the deficit, no quitting this guy. He's running angry, running through arm tackles. He wants to change what that scoreboard is saying.
So first and 10 now in Buffalo territory at the 46. They'll run here with Mack. Yeah, boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain.
Murphy made the tackle.
Those are the plays this defense needs with the deficit they're facing.
It certainly is, and they've got to continue to swarm the football and hope that someone, while they're holding up the ball carrier, can get in there, break it, and lock it free. They need to get some takeaways as well.
Ball carrier.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
And he's got his man, Hilton. And he's got a first down as a tackle made at the Bills' 30. His second catch of this wild card game, and it goes for a first down.
The Colts, first down.
First down, Rivers. The toss here completed to Pittman. And he's able to break out of one tackle, but then quickly brought down. Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. We'll check on his status when we return to Orchard Park. That first down completion only netted him 3. Second and 7. That is caught right at the 10-yard line.
Rivers pass
And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown.
Indianapolis.
Jack Doyle, 27 yards. And the Colts have got it back to a one-score game. And this is up and good to make it a 17-14 game. That time, a 9-play drive. And the result for the Colts is a touchdown. Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
Andre Roberts on the return. The Bills take over 1st and 10. At their own
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. Pretty important third-quarter drive for them. Momentum is sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. It'll be a gain of 11, and the Bills will move the chains. 1 quarter remains for the right to survive round 1 here in the AFC. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. On 1st down, they stick with Singletary. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete.
For Stephon Diggs.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating a defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
On 3rd down, they go with Singletary. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 11 yards and a Buffalo 1st down.
And we're seeing the effect that runs like that are starting to have on this game. They're a little bit slower, that front 7, reacting to the football, almost like body blows in boxing, slowing them down, and they're really starting to take over in this game.
They'll run here with Singletary. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
Oh, a scrap for the football, and he's going to come down with it. And they'll get him to the ground. He has another 1st down at the Colts' 25-yard line.
10 at the 25-yard line.
They'll run on 1st down with Singletary. And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line.
Justin Houston on
credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
2nd and 9 at the 24-yard line.
Singletary again. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. A gain of 13. It's a 1st down. Starting to feel a little to me like the air is coming out of the balloon, so to speak, defensively.
They're taking their will from them right now. That's what they're doing. Whatever they want to call, it's working. They're handling things up front, and it's not just the offensive line.
And this is caught for a Bills touchdown. Stephon Diggs, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Bills will add on to their lead.
I know Paul Revere talked about by land or by sea, right? You know, 1 by land, 2 by sea. He didn't mention air because right now we're seeing a big-time performance, aren't we? That's 2 touchdowns so far in this game.
Where'd you pull that one from?
And, you know, every now and then I actually listened to history class.
And you're just a scholar all the way around. You're reading all the time. I like that you fit that into the broadcast.
You know, I just grab a nugget when I can.
And Rodgers will hold on to this one, and it'll come out to the 25.
At their own.
Indy set to go on offense once more. If they want to advance in this divisional round, look, obviously the time is now. Trailing here in the 4th, as they go to work on a crucial drive, 1st and 10. Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. A good start there on this 4th quarter drive. They need more of what we just saw.
Down a couple of scores. There's still time. All right, it's not like they're totally out of it, but they have to score quickly, and they're going to need some big-time plays, chunk plays, explosive plays. They need yardage on each snap.
Rivers pass complete to Marlon Mack.
But correct me if I'm wrong. You're down 2 scores. I don't think you need to rush just yet, but you can't take your time either.
Yeah, even if you don't want to commit to full 2-minute offense, you have to up the tempo, up the urgency. Maybe you're starting to call 2 plays in a huddle each time you snap the ball.
And they take him down. The Bills get to him. Jerry Hughes getting him once again, his 3rd sack of the afternoon. And we say it all the time, have to be able to get rid of the ball sooner than that.
You have to help your offensive line out. They're going to protect you as best they can. And if you're getting 3 to 5 seconds to throw the ball, they're doing a really nice job. But when you hold it and give up a sack, you're really almost discrediting their work.
Rivers pass.
They get 14 back, but it leads now to a 3rd down. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. And that will be incomplete.
Rivers pass intended.
It's been clear in this matchup which side has been the more physical one. It's been this defense. And here's another example on that last play.
Rivers to throw for it on 4th. Caught left side by Hilton. Touchdown, Indianapolis.
Rivers pass.
T.Y. Hilton, 50 yards. And the Colts able to get this back within a touchdown.
Lining up for the extra point.
When you're trailing in the 4th quarter, you got to take some chances you might not normally take, and here, that one pays off big time.
And you have to think to yourself, not only did that pay off big time for them, but what was going on the opposite side of the ball? They know that they have to take a chance here. They know they have to come up with something big, yet it still happens. So credit the execution, but wonder what the defense was doing.
And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. Less than 2 to play with just a field goal separating these two sides. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And this game not quite over yet. And we'll likely see them take all 3 timeouts defensively, so they can't just kneel this one out. They're going to have to try to run a few plays.
You're exactly right. They've got to get a 1st down and make them use up all their timeouts in order to feel like they have this one in hand.
And whistles, and we're going to have another stoppage of play as they call the timeout on defense with 1:53 left. So they come up on 2nd down, and they can get another run like we just saw. Would likely put an end to this thing. They go right back to Singletary. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. Now the Colts going to burn the 2nd of their timeouts. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the 1st down. I'll tell you, far from ideal conditions to play in, but neither offense has had much trouble. Plenty of points to go around. 1st and 10. On 1st down, Singletary. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. You'd have to think likely another running play coming here. 2nd and 11. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 45.
Ball carrier. The tackle made.
So here we go, Charles, 3rd down. Any chance you're throwing?
I don't think so. I think you got to keep the clock rolling here.
And indeed, they will keep it on the ground. A big seam, and he might go all the way. And he's across for the touchdown. And in the final minute, that should just about seal it.
And that That touchdown should make you feel comfortable. But do you really feel like it's totally over yet?
Not totally, but I think you're pretty much there.
Yeah, you still got to make sure you stay with it, do all the right things down the stretch, especially on defense. But that touchdown there, you got to feel good about your chances.
Hauschka adds the extra point, and his guys will take a 10-point lead. Hauschka now to send this one away following the score. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there.
At their own 26.
So now the veteran Rivers and the Colts down by 10, a little under 50 seconds to go. It's certainly a tough situation on the road, needing 2 scores to stay alive in the playoffs as they come up 1st and 10. And he can't quite bring it in. Might have heard footsteps there across the middle. 2nd down. Now Rivers. And the Bills are going to get him as he goes down. Trent Murphy in there to take him down, and the clock will roll. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Micah Hyde.
Pass interference. Defense.
Thought he had the pick. Flag comes in for PI, so cancel it out.
Interference. A killer for them. Thought they had a nice play. Instead, they'll be marching off yardage against them.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete. T.Y. Hilton once again the intended receiver. And that'll bring up 2nd down. Rivers incomplete on 1st down. Here's 2nd and 10. One last shot now for Rivers. And this will be incomplete. 1 second left to go.
Intended for
now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. One final shot. They'll look to throw. He's got a man. That's caught. Left sideline. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. Getting into the playoffs is one thing. Now they get to move on. Just 8 teams left.
The dream stays alive. Everyone's gunning for the Super Bowl. That's the ultimate. But you have to get there in incremental steps. One win today gets them 1 step closer.
So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. With that, we say so long from Buffalo.